Oh, me and these cameras. Ooh, ooh. The YouTube thing was seeing everything behind my pretend studio. Hey, thanks for coming on the walk. Get your chairs, get your mats. Yes, indeed. Get your weights, get your chair. Just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. Great Rod isn't. Great Rod isn't. Whoa. Raw has not come. I haven't seen it. The clouds is up. It's up. But the clouds are covering it. Thanks for coming for the walk. Let's see how we can do something with these cameras. Great Rod isn't. I went roller skating last night. Yes. Yes, indeed, y'all. Oh. Oh. You know who we got on the walk with us? Until the end of Kwanzaa, which is basically Emancipation Proclamation, I've been taking images and calling their names. So, on the walk, Delia Garlic, William Colbert, Sarah Ford, Sam Kilgore, Sarah, I gotta make another copy of hers. And then we have Betty Simmons. And those are the enslaved. When you say enslavement, hey, Great Rise, and thanks for coming on the walk. When you say enslavement, it takes you to a whole level of understanding. Who would enslave you? For what reason? And basically, that only comes from war. See, this Hatfield and McCoy history is a scream. It really is a scream. Like it says, we hate gays. But there's a cult out here that when the son is born, as soon as the son comes out the womb, an old man cuts his penis and sucks it. There's a cult out here now that has been raping little boys and little girls for fucking centuries. But you're not mad at that. You're mad at the sex worker, not what made her a sex worker. You're mad at the people who are gay, who find a different sexual route to go because the route they was going to go, you done messed up with your perverted shit and your cult shit. So you see, that's Hatfield and McCoy. Accepting one thing while judging another. It's just hogwash. Anyway, but people you have to be enslaved from something. And usually that's war. So, I'm glad they're on the walk with me. Which brings me to, I was speaking to my daughter, I was so proud. There's moments that pride comes like this. Oh, you're so proud. And then reality hits. Though in a Hatfield McCoy society that we live in, it's all smoke and mirrors. But anyway, she said she thought she listens to Big O. she's a listener because she listened to audio cassette books. And that helped me train her to listen. You have to train kids to listen. They just don't know to listen. It's just so many distractions. So you teach them how, and you show them, and a lot through example. Anyway, she says to me she thought she had heard on Big O that they was giving. Hold on a minute, y'all. Yeah, I was supposed to take care of this yesterday. I wanted y'all to see my feet. Sorry. The cameraman, it just wants to get the feet. The whole reason for the walk is to see my feet. I mean, the 2 or 3 people that come over. Ooh. And then we get this problem. Well, if you move it there, then you have to put this here, because now, okay, better best. So she said, Mommy, I heard on Big O there may be some PPP loans or something like that. I was like, oh. She just said, yeah. She said, you doing the podcast. She said it made me think of it on Sunday because we recorded the podcast, The Pond Moves First. And I was like, wow. Just the fact that she thought about that. The first time she heard that, she was like, and she said, yeah, we can find some of the kids and see how their life's going, I just felt really good that she wanted to go to that. Now, here's where the bad feeling comes in at. Before I knew, I was innocently running around, oh, I want to teach my kids chess. I want to teach chess. And I could not believe how fast those doors were slamming in my face. Fast and furious. Oh, I put the movement of the chess pieces in a song and it's easy for your kids to learn. And them doors were slamming fast and furious. So, now that I'm doing the podcast, and now that I turned 65 and I know my history, I know the knowing, I can laugh about it. Because, see, Skull and Bones know our history. They just let the Hatfields and the McCoy cloud it. And the Hatfields and McCoys, they clouded it with cults that basically focus on sex. And definitely dominating the woman. Because you can get to the child if you have your foot on the woman's neck. If you don't have your foot on that woman's neck and you go after her child, she'll tear your ass to shreds. But once you let the mother know that she's a worthless person who causes all the problems in the world and sleeps with gods while her husband lays next to her, and then they gotta go and have a baby in a fucking shack, because that's how bad she done messed up everything. And then you put that woman down. Or the other one where the woman has to shave her hair, wear wigs, and or can only be touched through a hole in the mattress. See, that's why those men can suck off those little boys' infant penises out of the womb. When I see men dancing and stuff like that, whew, to me it's all sexual. It's always been like that. The first time I seen that other cult where one man's butt is in the other man's face. I knew that was fuck shit. The woman can't be anywhere around. Why? Because I'm smelling this man's butt in front of me. But it's the woman's fault. She's bad. She's evil. Because she has a menstrual cycle that makes humans. So, once you put the woman out of commission, you can do anything to a child. And that's why I exercise, and that's why I love me. Because I told y'all from the start, when my daughter could not communicate with me, I found ways to protect her. And then when she got old and I started dating, like I told y'all, they said, you want a drink? I said, sure. We talk a little bit naturally. Think you have kids? Yes. And I will kill the first man that puts their hands on her. Whoa, whoa, baby. Whoa, baby. We just having a drink. I said, yeah, I know we are. I just want to get that out of the way. Now, see, I never had a problem with men in cheating on me. I never really feared that. Because I also have my method of monogamy, or keeping the relationship monogamy. And I have said that. This to a couple of men. If I get a scratch, an itch, or an odor, I'm going to cut off your dick and put it in your mouth. Because I know my body is just that good. I know I had issues in the beginning. But I had just come from at least 3 years of incesting. So I did have to do a clean out for me. But other than that, no. But that's what cults is for. I was down south at that Baptist cult when that happened. But that's what they're for. If you put the woman out of circulation, then you can go after the kids. I sat in that cult every Sunday and heard how women can't do nothing. They can't think. They can't take care of themselves. They don't know. They couldn't possibly do anything without the man. And I would sit there and I was like, not my mother. If my mother knew what y'all was doing to me, she'd come through here with a cleaver, and y'all be all kind of bits and pieces. See, I didn't expect that from my father. That was his family. He knew what he was sending me to. So when you have to, that's what they came out with the cults. To put women, make women low or put them down so they can go after the children. They're predators. Oh, my husband. Oh, my boyfriend. Oh, my sweetheart. He's a fucking predator. And your mother ain't never told you. That's why I never had these problems. I used to have predator talk with them. I don't play. I would tell them. So if you lift your hand to me, all bets are off. Because I'm going to kill you. So I know we got to break up. Predator talk right away. They were like, yeah, I can see you will. I said, well, let's never have to find out. I'm very nonviolent. But I know the role of the mother because I lost my mother. And trust me, when she went to the ground, the pedophile hotline and Ancestry.com went rogue. The mother's gone, the mother's gone, she's out there by herself, the mother's gone. So I see my mother throw down. I see her not stop. All I see my father do was punch my stepmother. That's all I've ever seen him do. And beat us or beat on the kids. He's a predator. Always been one. Men are predators. But in this Hatfield McCoy society, he's a knight in shining armor. He got a fucking sword. Oh, he won't kill me with the sword. Yes, he will if he thinks you're a predator. What the hell? But in this Hatfield and McCoy society, oh, he's going to save me. And then I listen to true crime. Oh yeah, she was found in the stream. She never knew he was a predator. I told my daughter from the start. They're predators. Always be on the lookout for them. Because they can get you. But this Hatfield McCoy said, no, I need to be married to him, to take care of him, to make sure his sword is sharpened enough so when he cuts off my head, it's nice and clean. We're going to take a break, y'all. Oh, I do crack myself up. Hey, thanks for coming on the walk. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking, I'm moving, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking, I'm moving, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking, I'm moving, I'm walking. Yeah. Thank you for the company. Yes, sometimes I think because of my water consumption on our break that I have to go to the bathroom, and then I get there and I'm like, wait a minute, I could have stayed walking. Basically, I can walk for the whole half hour when I go to the bathroom. I stayed for a whole half hour. That was so much fun. Yes. So I found out from being my mother dying when I was in the teenage, the prime, honey, pedophilia and incesting age, honey. And And I kind of knew. Like, my sister had this friend, and the boyfriend raped her daughter. Well, she was one of them Hatfields and McCoys. He loves me. He loves me. So I'll take the child that does love me and give it to him. He's a predator. You can love your predator. They don't all kill you, but just need to know he's a predator, because he will. You can be married for him to 30 years and he will kill you. Anyway. When you take the control away from the mother, then you do anything to the child. When I see those little Hasidic kids jumping around with those stinky ass, grown ass men, no women are allowed. No women are allowed. Because she may say, "Excuse me, sir, you're a little too close to my goddamn son. Step back." But I see them, they be jumping all over the kids be jumping all over, and it's just all boys. And there's so many of them, and they so tight together. They would be rubbing all over. So that's why ain't no women in there. Because they be saying, "Listen, back off my son." What the hell? You pervert. Get away from my son. Well, they don't do that. They said, "No, you can't come, woman. You shave your head, put on this wig, and you're disgusting because you bleed and make life. You're disgusting." And she says, "Okay." And he takes the son, and they dance. They dance and dance and dance. But now you're killing gay people. Stop the bullshit, Hatfield and McCoy. You're making them. I can tell you. You're incesting little girls. I could have easily been a prostitute. Or some of them horrible semen would have taken and produced a child that I would have raised hating myself until finally life is over. Don't y'all understand why I love this body? This body said, "That ain't the plan we got for us." Every seed was kicked out into the right seed. And that's the one that stayed, and that's why I got my daughter. But that's why you take the rights away from the child. I remember when I was in the cult, "Suffer the little children to come unto me." And you had to go and you stand in front of that pastor and he touches all of y'all. Because, he's a godly person and he wants you to suffer the little children to come to you. So now when he called your little son in the office and strip him buddy naked and do what he got to do, you trained your child to do that. When you sit there in that pew and hear him listen how the world would have been honey and milk had it not been for the woman, that woman messed him up everything. All we want is our children. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I know. I'm thankful for my subscribers. I'm thankful for my friends that watch me on Facebook. But I'm not delusional. More walking on a treadmill with sagging titties and ass is not going to move anywhere. That's not what this Hatfield society is. Hatfield and McCoy society is Daisy Dukes and diapers. Daisy Dukes and diapers. Fucking women, fucking babies. Then that other one that make you think, oh, the Christians and the Islamic, the Muslim, they're sworn enemies. No, they're not. They was fine together when they was breaking down the Moor Empire. It took both of them to attack the Moors. And they split us in half. Half became Christians, the other half went to the Muslims. That's the agreement. And to control the women, the more women, instantly, in both religions, both cults. One make women wear masks, cover themselves all over the place. And in all these cults, the key thing is women are bad and must be dominated. And children need to be sex. And every time you go to sit down, yeah, and then, oh, I hate the gays. You know that cult leader was humping on your son the whole time. How the hell you hate your son now? Why you don't hate the religious leader? Those gays, those transvestites, they are horrible. The ancestors are laughing. Them transvestites, they are horrible. Soon as your son came out the womb, you let this old nasty man suck him off. How come you blame the child? That's cults. I was blamed. I'm a bastard. I was blamed because though I wasn't here, I made my mother and father have sex. But, wait a minute. They was born into a cult, but they wasn't doing cult law stuff. And then they got together and had me, and I was born, and I'm the curse because they wasn't doing the cult law stuff. There you go. So I don't know my nieces, I don't know a lot of my nephews, because I was a bastard. And the nieces and nephews are from my sperm donor's legitimate marriage. So they all know each other because they're legitimate. I don't know them because I'm illegitimate. And when I used to call and say, hey, how's Sharon doing? I think you should worry about yourself. I say, okay, good talking. Hey, talk to you later. I said, hey, I ain't hear from Kimball and none of them. He's doing fine. I said, okay. Just going to see how everybody doing. I can't tell you when the kids was born. I didn't get a call saying, oh, Sharon just had the baby. Denise just had the baby. No. I was going over there when my sister had her first son. So they knew that when I went over, I would see the baby. So that's the only time I got the heads up. And then they pissed me off so bad they knew I wouldn't be back. Hatchfields and McCoys, honey, them colts. But you still take your child there. See, the ancestors that was enslaved, they weren't allowed in the cult. They don't know how lucky they were. So when the Emancipation Proclamation came, they were free. You see, Sojourner Truth said, ain't I a woman? And she went in that Hatfield and McCoy's beer hall and pulled up her chest and said, I got titties. She didn't say it like that. But ain't I a woman? But no, Sojourner, you weren't. In this Hatfield McCoy society, a woman is between the ages of fresh birth and 35. Because that is the season or the time frame for the predators. Oh, okay, you don't call them predators. Oh, husband, boyfriend, son, nephew, predators. So, that's the most dangerous time. Definitely for women. That whole spirit from birth to 35 to 40. No, they raping women as much as 50. You don't really get safe until you get into your 60s. And then you know the predators will want you for money, but not so much for sex and stuff like that. So you get a little saved. You know what I'm saying? Men, if you're in a cult, you stay a predator. Especially that Hasidic cult. I would be in it too. I mean, you have young boys all the time. All the time. Freely. The mothers are in the house somewhere running around with wigs, crying because they have a menstrual cycle, not knowing their own power. Then on the other side, that other Hatfield and McCoy got folks running around in long glow, covered up to the eyeballs, all this bullshit, running around raping their kids. Oh, your child must be a virgin to be married. But her uncle humped on her at 6 months old. Well, she's trash now. She'll never find a good husband. It's your fault, mother. When you suppress the woman, you have easy access to the kids. But I guess I gotta wrap this up. So I was talking about my daughter in the PBL. She doesn't know. I'm teaching her that history because I just basically accept it because I had enough information to know myself. But this more running around, trying to talk about teaching chess to a conquered people. Yes, we're a conquered people. That's where enslavement came from. A conquered people. And the conquered people were the conquerors at one point. And here I'm running around. Oh, I want to teach chess. They'd be like, I know that old boy sitting here saying, she want to teach war strategies. Oh, but at least that's on that side, that cult, the Pope's cult side. They'll open the door and laugh at me. But honey, their friends, the Muslims, they, please, first of all, if I was a Muslim, I'd have been humped on by every uncle in the world. From the time I'm out the womb, because they shut that mother down right away. Cover up your eyes, put this little vest on, shut up, sit in the corner. So she sit there and watch her kids be diddled. Oh, we have to hurry up. Thanks for coming on the walk. We're almost done. I tell you, this half hour is not long enough. I got so much more to tell y'all. Thank you for the company. Like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for coming on the walk. And I'll see you tomorrow. Same time.